Hey there, everybody. Welcome back. This is the third part of the story of Otis Book, Surviving. We are in Muldraugh, Kentucky. We are at the the name of it is the Sun Star Hotel, and that is where I basically have made my base. As you can see, we got a gas station here. We had storage units. We just hit here in the last episode. We also, did do something with the gas station, but we are right in the dead center of Muldrow. So that is basically where I set up, and then I have all these little rooms that I can use for, like if I use like a room for the pottery, and use a room for, um, I don't know, the napping, different stuff like that. Once I get to that point, I'm still just first at the. Let's see here. We just first turned over 9 days, and I think I just watched our last episode for the morning. We're basically an outdoorsy burglar that's strong. Um, we've killed 180 zombies. We've adopted long-range weapons. Is basically our long blunt is what I've been basically making as my main weapon of choice as of right now. I think I got a few guns, but I'm not trying to attract that much attention. There is a lot of zombies in this area. There is the logging company, which, from my previous experiences of going there, it has been very, very, very much crowded with zombies. There is a whole bunch of them to the left side, or I guess maybe the south side of town. Basically, the direction I'm looking down toward the police station. There's a bunch down there that I drove down there the other day and found when we were escaping the meta event. I also brought back another van, which is right here. And I never even detached them yet, so good thing I checked that. Which is good, because I haven't played in a few days, so yeah. I'm kind of glad I checked that. Alright, so in the back of the truck, we still got a bunch of stuff I need to unload. As it appears, I don't think I'm going to need the watches anymore. Oh yeah, that's right. We hit the liquor store too. Yeah, because I got a bunch of stuff here I need to unload. I'm just trying to grab the liked place stuff that I'm going to put in similar spots together. But I didn't think I was going to be able to carry everything I want to bring in. I can stay out here. Be nice if I can find a jack. Got an extra bottle of water and 2 extra bottles of water. Or one's a seltzer. Tweezers and stuff. That pillow. I mean, I don't even know why I still got that. I should just throw it away a long time ago. We have an extra crowbar, even though we do have one in our grips, one on our back. I don't think I got one in my bag. No. But that's alright. I got one on my back, so I ain't worried about that. But I do have a baseball bat and a machete in here for weapons, so I am kind of set for weapons. Plus, I also have space to carry the sledgehammer with me and have a meat cleaver and a knife for various tasks, and the hammer, and just a little bit of medical supplies. Okay, so did I have anything in the back of this truck? I don't know. It's not even open, so... And yeah, there's a couple things back here. That was why I drug this back, if I remember right, because there was a whole bunch of stuff back here that could be helpful. Yeah, even another machete, a baseball bat. I might have threw some of the stuff back here too, though. When I was collecting stuff, I don't really remember. Like I said, it has been a few days since I played. I think I did, because I remember putting that box of matches back there. But I am interested in emptying it out. I do have an aerosol bomb. Don't have room for it, but I can research it. Actually, that's probably not a bad deal there. Go ahead and study that. Having the ability to make one of those would be nice. Yeah, I'm kind of behind on some of this stuff. I'm just kind of going through and checking to see if there's anything else that I need to research while I'm out here in the vehicle. I got a bunch of stuff looks like I need to throw away. I don't really know if I'm going to be using this one for anything. It was more of I just wanted the goodies inside it when I grabbed it. And I mean, yeah, it can always be handy, of course. I mean, everything works great. I mean, especially if I need to roll over some zombies. You know, it'll work really good for that. Alright, so let's get some of this junk food. Actually, I want to eat a little bit of it. I was losing weight, so it's probably not a bad idea to eat some of it. Eat one of these snow globes. Yeah, the junk food is kind of what I needed to focus a little bit on. Now we're just going to eat them all. Alright, and I don't think I need the watches anymore to have 3 of them on me for each one of the shows. And that's one that is not, that I don't have set. That has to be a pile of them I had left somewhere. I know I was kind of waiting to get the electrical magazine and then just go through and dismantle like however many of them I have, whether it's like 40, 50, you know, or more or whatever. Just go through the whole pile and dismantle all of them as I collect them. But I did not remember to check and make sure all the alarms were off, so I just kind of threw them down and, you know, like you would normally do, and just be like, whatever, I got other stuff to do. Which is quite annoying. I have to say sorry about that, but you know, hey, hit the like and subscribe if you haven't. This game's pretty awesome. I've got, like I said, I think like I mentioned, I had like 700 hours, 800 hours, somewhere in that neighborhood, at least into this game, at least. So okay, so now we have a machete there, and we have one back here. They are both sharp. It's a bonus. Alright, so I have this jar of bell peppers. Let's go ahead and put that in the fridge. And there's a meta event. Do I have anything else that needs to go in here? No, but I have a lot of liquor. If I remember right, I think I was putting the liquor out here. And then there's probably a bunch of electronics here. Yep, there's where the watches and stuff are at. What was that doing? Well, drop the digital watch, that, and we still got a lot of liquor to get rid of here. That'll free up a lot of space. And I got an axe to sharpen over there. Which is great because that'll allow me to start cutting wood and using that to start building and working more on my carpentry skills, since there is no more videos. So we're kind of at the point now where we have to start working on it. Okay, so I ran out of space. Need another liquor box. Bring that with me. Yeah, I definitely need to do some severe organization. And I'm obviously not helping the situation. we got down here? Put the shiv in there. And put that in there. And I'll even want to throw the extra matches in there because, of course, I'm just extremely disorganized. So, all right, so this machete, I'll leave that on the ground. So I know I make sure I hit it good for myself when I go looking for it. Gonna clean up a little bit here. And then I do believe I need to go back to where I was looting. I think I ran out of time. And if I remember correctly, I didn't quite finish looting like I think there's a cafeteria that was next to the liquor store and the adult education store, which is basically right next door. I was just basically, I had just started the game. Like I said, 9 days in. This is where I wanted to kind of set my base up. Because I really like where this kitchen is at. And right above it, I can put water collectors and then pipe those straight into the sinks here. And I don't have to mess with the layout or nothing. And plus, it gives me a nice little area to have a bunch of different things I can go on in different areas. Or I can try to smash a bunch together in that front room once I get to where I can start to barricade. I don't know why it wasn't letting me barricade. I don't know if I'm just doing something wrong or I don't have the right item on, or for some reason my guy doesn't know how to barricade. I don't know what's going on 100% for sure. The option is there, but it's in red the last time I checked. I'm going to keep this lighter. And media's over here. Take these. Pepper don't need to be over here. I guess I'm kind of doing a little slowly but surely work on reorganizing this place. I'm going to put this in the electronics pile to dismantle. More clocks. And then in here I had some clothes on the ground. And a book. Some scrap electronics. Go ahead and wash this police shirt. Put the boots over there. And the shirt. I don't know, a lot of times I just collect stuff in this game and it's not even really, I don't ever use it. I end up dying before I use it, so I end up having a big old mass amount of stuff and then I die. And then instead of like going and just spending however long to grind back all those skills, oh, it stopped. Alright, I know what I'm doing. If it goes off again, I'm going to try to find it because it's going to drive me crazy. And in the likeness of you folks watching, if you're watching, I don't want to drive you crazy. It does get annoying after a while. I can ignore it for only so long. Okay, so I got the fire truck over there, but it's in really, really bad shape. There's a rabbit. Yeah, I kind of ran some of your friends over, if I remember right. You might want to not stay too close. Okay, so back in the van, what do we got in here? We got an extra crowbar, we got the welding torch, but it's not even full, so it's not much use. We got a nightstick and a golf club we can use as weapons, and crowbars on top of the weapons we got on us, so we are pretty already heavily armed. Let's turn this off, we don't need it anymore. There is no more TV shows unless I replay the videos. And I've collected a few, but I could probably take advantage of them. Okay, so we're wanting to head. We actually probably need to go in there too, right here. But we were right on the other side of this fence. But in here, I know we'll find a bunch of propane tanks, and then there's a whole room right here that's full of goodies. As you can see, there's all kinds of fun stuff in here. Every utility you can think of. And not seeing no zombies. I don't know what we got in here, but we can see real quick. It's like chairs. Okay, so I can do any designing I want to do with chairs. Well, we got company somewhere. It's a chest freezer. How can I not open it from the inside? That's kind of strange. Let's go ahead and check this place really good. Trying to see if I can grab this bottle off of here. You used to be able to pull them apart. Unless I'm doing something wrong here. No, I don't think so. Just pick it up and take it with me. No, excuse me. Okay, so I want to go in here and I want to take these tanks off. Is that still a thing? It better still be a thing. Yes, there it is. Good thing is this place is pretty closed up right now. I mean, as far as all the windows and stuff being intact. So if I do hear of an intruder, I'm going to hear him break something. Yeah, they're going to make some noise getting in. And like I said, I'll need these tanks, especially when we get into working on our metal skill. This fuel in these tanks will be pretty valuable. And if I wanted to, I could start breaking some of this stuff down and working on, you know, metalworking skills, whatever, so on and so forth. So there's a lot of supplies right here in this area that I am. I could probably spend a good amount of time just scavenging the area right directly around me. And I don't think I really need a barbecue pit or nothing. And if I do, it's right next door, so maybe that zombie's up here. Because I did hear that one banging. And no, No, it doesn't look like it. Looks like just a lot of stuff I could dismantle and get some carpentry points, I believe, is what that would be. I think it still gives you a little bit. I don't think it gives you as much as it used to. But if you're pretty much really in a safe spot, I guess anything helps. It just makes the grind longer. Hey, there's somebody. Oh, I knocked your head off. Don't want no visitors. Okay, so now we got a whole mess of propane tanks. Yeah, I'm not worried about all those corpses because it's kind of like a ring around me. So it doesn't really affect me directly where I'm at because when I killed them with the car, I did it all the way around the base. And yeah, it doesn't really, as you can see, but when I was up here, it smelled. So I'm kind of like in like the one stink-free zone, right on the border of it. I guess I can turn it off. Even though I am right next door to the gas station and alright, so I wanted to make sure those were off. I don't want to add more to the noise pile if I don't have to. My propane tanks, I'm just going to set them out here. As long as I know where they're at. And I need to grab some garbage bags so I can, when I do get to where I can work on building some water collectors, those will become handy. I do need to go in and sharpen those axes and start taking trees and sawing planks, and I'm going to have to start constructing. Okay, so that was the electronics store that we just went through. Not much in the form of goodies. And we were in these stores here. Clothing store, the education store. I don't think we went through here well. I don't really remember. We might have. Maybe we did. No, we didn't. Bunch of stale food. Bunch of empty mugs. We're gonna eat this stale food though. This alarm should be going off anytime now. There we go. And then we're going to go outside here in a second and see if we got any company. Some coffee, some sugar packets. There's a couple things in there, but not much. A little overweight. I hate fighting overweight. course, so get right into another fight. Maybe we can do the... Okay, that'll work too. He's going to try to do the smack and the stun and stomp. Ranger. Oh, knocked your head off. Yep, there's the stun and stomp. Alright, so I always take their badges. His pants are shot. His shirt's not in that great a shape. So I don't want none of that stuff. If it would have been in good condition, I don't mind collecting those things from them. Where are they at? Maybe there'd be some cigarettes in here. Nope. Fill the water up. And I do believe I went through there, and I checked those buildings in the back. Okay, so we have taken care of the whole little plaza. Oh. So far, we haven't had no crazy amounts of zombies outside of like the initial clearing of the lot. I'm not even sure how it got in there, unless it came in. It's fine though. I don't want no stragglers if I can avoid it. Go ahead and eat up this stale food. Get some of this weight off me. Uh-oh. Basically just going around and cleaning up now after that alarm went off. Burglar alarm. I know if I need a mug, I know where to find it. Which if you take the mug and the coffee and you fill the mug with water, you can make a cup of coffee actually with it. And I think I left my van running. Okay, and I think here is going to be my next target. The school. I'm pretty shot for today, though. I should be getting tired pretty soon, so... Just wanted to peek around the corner. It lets me know exactly how many I'm dealing with. bookshelves is exactly what I was looking for. Might not be the best time to be stopping and reading. Definitely one to grab the twine. Yeah, there's all kinds of good starter books here, which is exactly what I need. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff here I can use. The big red books, they're good, especially if your mood and stuff's down. Ooh, there's the electrical book I was looking for. It's excellent. Tell you what, I got my arms full of books for sure. Don't need a yo-yo. I don't need a fight right now neither with nobody. Oh, wait, I do want to grab the twine. I'll probably have a ton of it later though, as I get as I come across the, I forgot what it was called. There's a plant that you find when you're foraging. If I come across that, then I ain't gonna have a problem. I already got fishing 2. I think I have trapping 2. And some of this stuff might not even be relevant anymore. I might have passed it watching videos, but I do know I missed some of the videos, so that was the whole reason behind putting 3 watches on, was so I would stop missing the shows. It is going to be getting dark very soon too. Oh, this place has been a gold mine for books. But the lower end books anyway. But that's exactly what I need though, so no complaints. No complaints at all. I'll take it. And I gotta be running out of space. And I thought I grabbed one of those already. Yep, I sure did. Grab one of those already. Free up a little space here. Getting rid of any of the doubles. Because I am severely overweight with all these books. Ain't nothing in the backpack. Comic books are good to hang on to. They can help with ailments. Okay, I think we are at our limit of what we're going to do today. I think if I try to push it anymore, I'm going to end up getting into a situation, and it does look, it's already starting to get dark, so you know what, it's probably best just to call it a day, come back tomorrow. Been eating stale food all day. Just trying to give the place a good scan over to make sure I can kind of get an idea of how many zombies I got to deal with. Looks like only 1. I mean, of course, there's going to be a ton of stray ones. I did take out a huge mass, hence by all the bodies that are around the building. Just taking the Sunstar Motel. You know, but hey, a car is the best weapon, without a doubt, because with the new build 42 muscle strain system, yeah, you pretty much, there ain't no way you can sit there and fight through them. Even using some of the mods like I've got for the drugs and the drug use and stuff, that could help you a whole lot. I'm sure if you used it just right and you just stayed on it. But when it wore off, you're gonna get slammed. Yeah, that's gonna hit you hard, and that's from what I noticed with using it, because you got the negative effect of it to contend with as well. Okay, I was wondering how much space I really had on me, because I'm like, man, I keep adding on to these books, and it just keeps going. Now I don't remember. Okay, yeah, so the books I had in here with everything else. So I guess we're going to drop all the books in one of these. Okay, that's alcohol. That is outdoorsy stuff, bones and stuff. And this is everything else. Alright. So the books. Put all the books in there. Figure we put everything in, then we can sort through it here at the end. And I can get rid of doubles. Okay, I ran out of space. Get rid of the stuff that I've already read. Metalworking. Well, I don't see any doubles, so that's a good start. I see a lot of stuff I need to read. Okay, so I got those two red, so I might as well pull those out. And I'll start putting all those into their own little spot. Because when I do get a wood burning or fire stove, which at some point I will collect one, I definitely want to throw all those in there. I mean, it's just free free firewood, basically, just to hang on to it for a little bit. Yeah, I do have garbage bags in there. And yeah, I didn't think I was going to have enough room for that. But let's take out this leather coat. I'm trying to organize some of this stuff a little bit here. We'll just read this one, so we can just immediately get rid of it. Alright, they're going in here. Read this one. Put those two in there. That can go in there. Alright, so now we're starting to lighten up our load here a little bit. And we're going to take this badge, and we're going to go ahead and place it right here on this table. I've always done that when I played. I've always collected the badges off if I could get to them, obviously, off the zombies. Okay, so I'm going to put my junk pile over here, which this will free up a lot of weight. Getting rid of all those books. Good deal. And this. Oh wow, there's no room at all. Oh, here's a bunch more books that was in the bag. I'll just take the ones that I'm through with and put them over here with the rest of the pile. forgot what the last book I grabbed was. Alright, it's starting to get late too. But I don't have to worry about catching any more shows. If he ever hurries up here. Alright, so I got a bunch of stale bread. I want to eat that though, just because the other food I got is still going to be good for a little bit. Ranger's hat. It didn't wash the Ranger's hat. I figured I'd at least throw the clothes that are going to be clean. Oh, whoops. That I'm storing, that I'm keeping. I can have them clean at least. At least make an attempt at it anyway. While I got water. Because like I said, I don't know. I don't think my carpentry skill is that of being able to build. Let's see here, a water collector. Maybe it's in farming. It's a composter. Yeah, I don't think I'm not skilled enough yet, and I don't think I've learned it yet, even if I. Yeah, it's not looking good. Chicken coops. I didn't see them unless I skipped past them. Okay, so let's get rid of the clothing. Since we got a spot for that stuff already. We're going to go ahead and actually smoke that, and then we're going to eat. Eat something. And like I said, I turned the stove on there so that I can use that to light the cigarette, but you got to leave it on the whole time while you smoke. You can't turn it off right now. But now that I got my electrical in, I can start dismantling stuff. So actually, because I did get that electrical book read, so we can start breaking some of this stuff down. Eat some more of my stale bread. I'm gonna eat some more. Okay, so we got 21 watches and 2 calculators, a CD player. So we're gonna zip through all this stuff real quick here. I'm going to set it all up to go, and then I'm just going to speed up time. And this is going to stop the random watch beeping. Okay, so now there we go. Put the wine in there. Cannot get the twine in there though. Put the twine in here, I guess. For right now. Oh yeah, I still had this in here. Eat that. Oops. I can't move while I'm dismantling it. Alright, so no more random random alarms going off. Okay, so it is pretty late. I am really tired. So I'm going to head my way up. And then I want to, before I go to sleep, before I forget, I'm going to set this alarm. I don't need to get up that early because it is pretty late. But how about 9? So that's 6 hours. Let me get pretty good recharged. Thought I heard somebody. Sorry, no vacancies. I don't know if that was one that might have been in here or one that might have followed me down when I was driving back that the alarm brought over. But I need to take a quick walk around the grounds because they are going to migrate a little bit, so. And grabbing these maggots for fish food, or yeah, for bait later. It's about the only benefit to having a corpse pile around. Okay, so I don't see no more zombies. Not in my direct area, anyway. We're gonna go ahead and pull apart these payphones. Apparently, they put a they made a noise with it now, so like the phone's off the hook. That was the new addition. And I don't even think it gave me anything. Well, that's a bummer. Walk up this way. I want to check these dumpsters. I don't remember if I checked them or not. Apparently not. There is some stuff in here. I don't really want that stuff. It's worn. Practice my sharpening skills. If I had my file on me, I could work on. I could probably sharpen that. I think it's a file you need or a chisel, one of the two. And I failed. Or they're just too damaged. That's potential too. They might be too damaged. I'm not even going to take the time to go look though. Kind of the least of my worries. Rotten stuff. Yeah, so I'm cleaning the bags out because I don't want this junk in there. I'm going to take the dish towel. Alright, so now then I take the bags. Alright, so that is... Ah, a pack of cigarettes. Been looking for those. This might be a good zombie remover vehicle. Looks like it's in decent shape. If I can get it started. Alright, so I have another zombie removal vehicle ready. Okay, empty gas can. And I got the key to this truck. So I got a nice little collection of box trucks going. Let's see what kind of storage this one has. 136. And then I think I picked up a key to this too. There's some hinges and stuff I need. Yep, I sure did. Gonna hang on to this in case I need to go some distances. A faster car is always good for that. Actually, I probably should just take it on over to the gas station. Oh, whoops. That's not what I needed to do with it. Some gas in it in case I need to go exploring. Hopefully that zombie doesn't come over and find me. I was kind of noisy between hitting the freezer out front. I think he was in the back of the gas station though. And I'll connect this up for later. So I always know I got gas up here. See if I can find who's making all this ruckus. I think they're closed, buddy. There's a magazine for growing stuff. I'll go ahead and read that real quick. I'm not 100% sure where that was at. It might have been in the trash can. Yeah, it was in the trash can. It's kind of the main reason I come back here, really, was just to go through the trash can and look for these, is to get the garbage bags and just looking for stuff that I can use. That'll be handy here. I think I already got one of those, so I don't need another one. And like I said, anything I can gather along the way is a definite plus. Rotten power bar, I can take that, I can break that down. Planks worn. Nothing's in that bag, and this bag has all this stuff in it, so we'll throw that out. Alright, now collect the bags. This bag had a lot of stuff in it. I just want the bag. Actually, all this stuff will probably come handy at some point. Obviously, we're just taking another quick stroll through, looking for maggots. It's pretty much the main goal here. And not only that, but I'm also just kind of doing a grounds check here. And ever since that alarm went off, yeah, there might be zombies in the neighborhood. Alright, take the stuff off of them. That might be handy later down the road. I know you can break the pants down for a thread. I might be able to do it now, but I don't need that thread right at the moment, so I am not rushing to do it. And I don't believe breaking clothes down anymore helps your tailoring. It only helps when you like are making stuff, adding patches. I do like to do stuff like this. I'll just go to a big old pile of them and just take everything off them. And then I know I got a pile of resources as far as like clothing and stuff goes that I can break down if I need it. So it doesn't despawn with them. I've also done this too when I've been cleaning up after like killing large groups of zombies and they're all like in the same area, and you start to lose track of who's who as you're searching them, especially if they're over a bigger area and it's a whole bunch of them. I'm talking like what you see here times about 10. I haven't done no major kills like that in this game yet, just because it's it gets more spread out because the cars, you'll flip the cars or you'll get stuck with the cars, so you don't want to like be running over the bodies while you're actively using a car to assault a horde. It can backfire on you really quick. I've had it backfire on me. I've died multiple times because of it. your dang car gets stuck, and yeah. It's the end of you. Yeah, but now I know there's a bunch of resources out here. And probably a bunch of stuff that I ain't gonna ever use. But it is out here. Like I said, if I need rope or cloth or anything, I got, you know, a handful right outside the base. It's not going to go nowhere. And we need to get back in here and probably do some eating again. It's a constant habit. Okay, I want to cut this up. Mantle this. Grab the strawberry seeds. Sharpen this. Dismantle that. Dismantle that. Speed through some of this stuff real quick. Okay, so let's get that washed up. Might as well just go for broke. Get back out here. Okay, now I know I have enough garbage bags for, let's see, at least 2. Yeah, at least 2 water collectors. And we're just going to dump this stuff there. Cut through our kitchen here. Put the poncho in there. Not that it's going to be raining excessively. Okay, back to these axes. I hate to start to try to sharpen them yet because if my maintenance skill isn't up at all, I can actually damage them, and they're not something that I have a lot of in my capability right now of having. Where is my maintenance? I'm probably looking right at it. Mechanics. Right there. Oh, duh, I was. Okay, so I'm almost at a level 2. I'd really try to wait. I'm going to try to wait before I try to sharpen these axes, just for the better results. Yes, even the fillet knife I got now is dull because I used it to cut up that coat. And it's actually beyond repair, I believe. Yeah, condition's getting low on it. Okay. One thing I do need to do is go in here and grab something to eat real quick. See if there's anything in here that I feel like making real quick to just get rid of. Actually, I'm just going to eat ice cream. It didn't fill me up, though. But it should help with my weight loss. Especially if I top it off with some chips here. Those are good for helping put weight back on. It's either that or I'm starting to getting into cooking meals and stuff, and I don't think I have a lot of butter and stuff. You can see even my snack foods, they're not even full. I mean, I have stuff, don't get me wrong. Alright, finally my weight's starting to go back up. Good, it's worked like I wanted it to. I needed a giant boost of calories. And that did it. I better close the door. Even though all the windows are busted out. Okay, so while I'm in the car and driving to my next location, well, there was a couple cigarettes in that pack. It's better than what I had, which was a pack that was running out. Okay, we want to get back to the school. At least do a little more looting in the school. I did waste most of the day. If I can make it back to the school in time. Let's go back to my original point of entry. Don't think there's going to be a whole lot in the school here. There might be some food that might be getting bad. Which I will gladly help myself to that. rotten. Kitchen knife. Take that. Hey, here we go. That's what we need. And more storage. Awesome. And this will be great because it'll help with keeping the weight up. Hey, there you are. You waiting for me? Boy, just a little bit of fighting. The zombies just come out of everywhere. Oh, I'm sure I can hear probably 2 more at least. But this school has been good with books. I will say that. I've gotten a ton of books out of this school. Matter of fact, I ain't even got no place to put the books when I get back. I think I got that one already. If I can sharpen those, though, that'll help my maintenance skill. Like I said, I want to get it up to at least a level 2 before I really try to use it on those axes. Then again, probably starting to use the axe and having to keep it sharp, what it's going to do is going to push it up as well. And I think I got that one already. Definitely grab some water while we're here. Alright, so my running skill went up. So we cleared the cafeteria. We cleared that other room there. Cleared that room. We were in there, and we were in there. So we've got the whole first floor we've gone through. Now we just have the second floor, which is where I believe my banging zombie's hiding at up there. And I got a whole bunch of stuff to put in the truck, which I better start hurrying because here comes somebody. Oh, he doesn't even see me. Hell yeah. Good. Let me get this weight off. Perfect. Did I look in these boxes? No, I did not. I was in here, but I did not look in the boxes. A little more food. Definitely want to collect anything, especially the stuff that doesn't expire. Oh, I can't even get to the bookshelf. I got so much junk in your office. It's fine. I didn't want it anyway. I got two actions at the same time going on. Got the hammering action and the screwing sound from... Whoops. Well, if there's any zombies in this place, they should be riled up. Especially with me in here making all this noise. Probably should make my way down and back right now. It is getting late. My character's getting tired. Take off at breakneck speed. Try to grab all the food first. Okay, so now I got a whole ton of books, and I don't have no place I can really put them. I guess I can try to jam them in here. Well, I fit a bunch of stuff in there, but I ain't gonna get all of it. Alright, well, I guess we're just throwing them on the ground now. I think I should. Yeah, I got one in my backpack. I say, man, I don't want to be dismantling the one that I need for in case I do get stuck out and it's dark. Yeah, having a flashlight is a big must in this game. Really need more storage. Ground beef in there. Vegetables, pork chop. Speaking of eating, we'll go ahead and just add that to the collection of the other ones that I have. We did acquire a lot of coffee that run. Which is not a bad thing. Not a bad thing at all. Because I can do this. Fill. And create beverage. See, I can do tea or coffee. And then we can add sugar. And yeah, that's about all we're going to add to it. So I'm going to get rid of this other stuff on me. I don't want that on me. I will keep the teacup in there with water in it. I don't want the coffee tonight, though. I will drink the coffee in the morning. So basically, all I'm just going to do is make the coffee, and then, yeah, I'll just drink it in the morning when it's not warm. Give my character an extra good go on the day. Because it's already getting late, I need to go take a nap, smoke a cigarette, go take a nap. Coffee's done. thing needs to hurry up. It's only worth 20 food. There we go. Probably could have done this while I was standing there waiting on that to cook. Probably. Unfortunately, when I do get into starting the generator up, I'm going to have to go around and turn off lights. Everything that's within the radius. Because it's going to be right here, so it should literally cover to the front of the room there. Then probably over to about the top of the stairs. Probably to the fence on this side. Roughly. That's what I'm shooting for anyway. I'm just going to leave my alarm set for 9, so that will give us 8 hours of sleep. If I do sleep that long, which is good because my character means that, you know, was really tired. Okay, so we need to go back to the school. There's some creepy corridors in the school that had zombies beating on them. Get a little closer here. As y'all know, you really don't want to run too much in a game. You're just going to wear your guy out. Guy or gal. Alright, time to head down to the school one more time. And I probably should put some air in the tires of this thing. I don't think I ever did it. It's on my forever to-do list. Yeah, we got the energy. And we got to jump on him. Okay, so the school is right here. I don't know if this door is open. I don't recall using it. I just killed the zombie that was in front of it. Of course not. Alright. Well, I'm gonna come out that way. I gotta kind of be cautious around corners. I knew you were in there. I just didn't like the angle. It's a police officer. Deputy pants are brand new. The shirt is not. We should be clear now. I don't hear nobody. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a-okay. It just means I don't hear nobody. And then we got all kinds of meta events going on outside. Ooh, carving. We'll go ahead and read that. Okay, so now we're going to start checking desk. And we don't know what we'll find. Probably a lot of gum, knickknacks. A little bit of food. Okay, just hit up the teacher's desk. Trash can. Couple more books. Go ahead and close myself in. I mean, I don't hear nobody, but that's no guarantee that, like I said, that's no guarantee of nothing. Just because I don't hear them. I could use the container. Oh, nails too. I needed those. Take the medium handle. Take a saw. I mean, I could use the knee pads, but they add to your discomfort level. Ooh, more nails. A whole bunch more nails. Excellent. Another crowbar. And bandage. Definitely take that. It's much lighter than the other band-aids. Let's throw all this stuff out. Then we can get to the stuff in the back. Alright, I think I just heard a growl in the distance. We got one more room to check. We got a couple goodies in here. Maybe not too much. This looks more office-y. There might be some cigarettes in here. Or not. Okay, so we're severely overweight, but... And there's that zombie. He's downstairs. I just saw his head in the bottom of the corner down there by the flag. Right here. Okay, we have gone through everything up here. Fill up the water on the way out. Oh, sorry about that. Hit the mic. Got a lot of stuff on us. There, we should be back into the safe zone. Okay, so it is about noontime in the game, or about 1. Still got a little more space in the truck. We got a zombie over here wandering around. So we'll help get rid of him. And we got another one here. I don't know if I looked in that little building. Oh, shoot. I got the van too close. It's like a fine dining place. See how popular it is. I am not seeing many customers about, but I am seeing a kitchen. Looks like they were closed. They were closed when the pandemic hit because everything looks fairly cleaned up. I'm not seeing nothing floating around. Any food out here? Ooh, antibiotics. That could be good in case I get an infection at any time. Not infected, but an infection from anything. Like any wounds. Wound infections is what I'm saying. Took me a second there. I got sidetracked. These are all stoves. Bunch more food. bowl. Nothing in the deep freezer. Sugar cubes and a sugar packet. Alright, there wasn't much in here. It's kind of a bust. Make some noise real quick. I know it's going to attract somebody, so I wanted to close that gate. Hopefully I am safe for a minute. Because I know that is going to get some people's attention. Gummy worms. Rat poison, rotten sausage. Some more potatoes. I'm not Irish, but I'll take them. Alright, there wasn't nothing in there neither. That was kind of disappointing as well. Yep, just after the bags. And some rolling papers, those can come in handy. Especially if I start growing some tobacco. But you gotta love having a sledgehammer. I'm so glad I found that at the very beginning of the game. I haven't come across another one yet. It's just a giant, like a power room. And I did get a worn metal baseball bat out of that one trash can. I mean, I probably will never use it unless I just purposely use it to break it. Okay, so we still got some time left before it gets dark. So let's unload a bunch of stuff into the truck here. Get rid of that knife. Then put this one back in there. And let's continue making our way down toward the end goal, basically, is getting to the police station. Oh, I think I hit the fence. Oops. Yeah, I'm just going to use the baseball bat in attempts of basically breaking it. Wow, the key that I do find goes to the crappiest card in the lot. Well, that didn't take long at all. It ain't got no gas in it. That's alright. I don't want the key on me. So I'm glad I went in there and tried to start it. Gets the key out of my inventory. That, and I'm really bad about exactly, so you're watching what I'm doing. When I get in a car and I loot it and stuff, I basically go through and make sure it starts and runs and see how much gas is in it so I know if I ever do run out of gas, which probably I'm going to die before I run out of gas. The batteries will probably die in the car before I ever use them, but you never know. I've had cases where I end up using them, and it was a good deal that I had kind of staged them for when I needed them. And we're going to eat a bunch of stale pizza. But I'm okay with that. Something to practice sharpening. Another vehicle key. More stale pizza. A whole bunch of stale pizza. Missed some. Anything I need in here. So let's take the onion powder, the meat cleaver, the twine. And let's go down this way. What we got? Some ham. That's good. Good for weight gain. Empty saucepan. I'll take both of these. Alright, I think that pretty much sums up everything I can do out there. Oh, I probably should have got some water. Whoops. All this for some pizza. That's stale even. Wait a minute. There wasn't one over there. I'm walking at the table. And do the thing I forgot to do. Get water. What? Where'd my bottle? Oh, I bet I threw my bottle in the car. Oh well. I got a little bitty mug of water right now. That would explain why I was getting thirsty so fast. Oh, it all went rotten on me. It literally just went rotten on me. I was getting ready to chow down. Okay, we got insurance place, a bail bonds, an abandoned place. Looks like a food mart right next to me. And we got a couple zombies here. And of course, this is going to get the attention of any of the other ones around. Another one back here. Well, somebody just got out. Could have swore I heard the door give. I was about to say, what is this place? It was a hair salon. Tattoo shop? I was close. We got back here. They have to be next door, I guess. more of a quest to get rid of the last of the zombies. I don't want to hear him obsessively bang. Gets old after a while. It's just like the alarm clock on the phone. You can listen to it for a minute, but then it's just like starts to slowly but surely start working away at your what's left of your being sane. All right, nothing good down here. Lighter and some more cigarettes. That'll be helpful. Wish my guy could really go for a smoke right now. He is pretty stressed. And it's starting to get late. Let's get a little boost of energy. Take bottle, haha. All right, so I think we're going to check out the convenience store while we're here. Since it is kind of dark, I really don't want to be wandering around outside too much. But I don't have any problem being inside here. And I just did that cocaine, so my guy is very alert and awake right now, ready to fight if I need to. Getting a whole lot of drinks. Back to eating on the go. And there ain't really nothing back here. Alright, so this convenience store, there wasn't much here. It was kind of a bust. I don't expect anything to be here. be honest. It's a pretty abandoned looking place. Old, or a lower level crate. But I was gonna say I was gonna take it, but I got too much weight on me. So yeah, we just pretty much cleared out this whole section right here. So we're all the way down here. Let's get out our Xer here. And we just cleared out this, and that. We hit both of those buildings. We hit the school. All this is done. There's something right there. Hold on, I'm just referring to a map here real quick, trying to figure out where I'm at. Okay. Okay. It's some warehouses, which would be a good spot to get some more crates and some storage unit stuff. Okay, so I think that's what we are going to do on the next venture out, is go get some more storage. Maybe. I don't know. I might keep going down the road here. There hasn't been that much resistance, but I think I drug a bunch of it back with me when I drove through the first time, and I've never drove as far this time. So I think I drug most of the zombies back that way when I took off with the meta event with the helicopter. So, which I think now is like showing that it was very a useful, good tactic when I went that way when that happened, because everything went with me as far as the zombies and stuff. So it makes life a little easier. Okay, I pretty much don't have... I'm full to the brim. Need to get to one of my fridges here and start loading it up. Surprisingly, I didn't have that much stuff on me that needed to go in the fridge that time. I think I got more in the truck for sure that does. Yeah, I get it. I know I'm very overweight. Can get these dropped. All the all the stuff on the floor all went up above it. Let's try to move it on the shelf. There we go. It looks a little better. Clean that up. Got a whole bunch of water bottles on me. That might have something to do with what's going on here. So probably a lot of weight right there that just came off. Oh, the cocaine wore off too. That's what's going on. Took me a second. I had to think about it. And I was like, oh yeah, I snorted that cocaine earlier when it got late. And when it wears off, it leaves you extremely tired. Just like I am. And unhappy. Basically, my guy's jonesing for another fix. Oh yeah, I had all these fish in here too. I had a whole bunch of food in here. Thought I had more fish than that though. Alright, go back to the book pile. Place item. Pick up all the stuff that's on the floor now that I had a crate. Oh, wait a minute. Interesting. It won't let me dismantle the calculator. Won't let me dismantle the watch neither. Wonder if that has something to do with my fatigue or whatever right now that's going on. this water off of me. It's heavy. I don't have a screwdriver on me. That's what's going on. I must have either broke or threw my screwdriver in the truck. I almost bet you that's what happened. I threw it in the truck. That's why I can't do anything. No, let's try it. There we go. The nails, they're going to go right there on the floor, along with some of the garbage bags, because I need to make water collectors. Put these bags out there. Now, if I could build it, it would be showing it. I believe now, because there should be enough nails, planks, and yeah. I don't have the ability yet. That is what's going on. So we're going to cook up the little fish and cook up a beef patty, and then I filleted the other fish. I thought I had gotten a couple fish there, but maybe not. Which allowed me to start working on my butchering just a little bit more. So slowly but surely that's getting worked on. And have this beef patty for breakfast. Sorry about that. I brushed against the mic there. Don't know if it came through or not. Now, this episode hasn't been very exciting, but we are slowly but surely exploring more and more and more of the town. And I know there is a good amount of zombies in the direction that we're heading. Alright, so what I want to do... Favored it. Favored it. Again. And again. And even this one, because it tends to go up there sometimes when I switch what's in my hands. Where's that water dispenser bottle? Actually, I'll take it with me and go fill it up. No point in setting it there empty. It's a good amount of water that can hold. You'll see here, because it was pretty much empty. This was why I was trying to grab those water bottles earlier, because they do hold a decent amount of water. And I had some guns somewhere. Might have been in one of these boxes that they're mixed into. Let's go down here to the electronics shelf. Unless the guns are underneath all this stuff. No. Oh wait, I bet I've put them in the other room here. I got all my storage from before back here. And I almost bet I stuck it back here. Hurry up and wash the blood off my clothes. I'm still carrying around the water dispenser, so... Didn't even remember all of what was back here. There's a couple odds and ends. I'll go there. And let's get rid of the main culprit here that's killing me. Outside of the fact that my character is just exhausted. And along with my other weapons, I'm just going to throw these crowbars on the ground. It hasn't rained yet. Even though it is 8 o'clock in the morning, I'm finally getting to, I guess, where my guy can rest. So what I'm going to do now is just get a couple hours of sleep. I don't want to get too much, but I definitely got to do something. Yeah. Okay, so I've recouped a little bit of strength. Enough that I'm not just like totally zapped. Go back to unloading. Or do I need to unload anything else? That's the next question. I think everything I got in here. Water dispenser can come with me. Well, I thought it could come with me, but it's not letting me pick it up, so let me do this. Alright, now, let's see if I can grab it. There we go. Alright, now... Huh. See, I can't pull that one off. That's odd. Makes me wonder if I should have grabbed the bottom to the one that I did have. There's only going to be certain ones that are going to allow me to open them up. Or get inside them, I mean. You know, so I can fill them back up. Put my bag back on. think what I'm going to do here, let's go over to my other vehicles. Yeah, these here. Oh, shoot. Just totally, like, was not paying attention. Here, I'm actually just going to leave this thing here. I just drove it around the block for no reason. I'm going to jump in one of my zombie killers here and go exploring. This might not be the best one. The motor is pretty bad in this. So we're just going to park this one. Let's see if this one runs and if it's got gas. I'm going to go for a little drive here. If I got time. Yeah, sure do. Alright. Let's go explore. Sure we can find something to something to do here. Even if it's finding dinner. The baby will make it. Maybe. There's a nice sports car in the middle of the road that needs a tire put back on it. And I don't see nobody, so I'm going to try to put the tire back on real quick. And then see if I can get it started. Plus, I got a jack out of it, so I was needing one of those. Because I am going to want to start working on my vehicles at some point and leveling up those skills. That won't have gas in it. That'll be the next thing. Or it'll take me like 300 times of trying to hotwire it to get it to start. Come on. Like sports cars must have a lower chance of being able to successfully hotwire them. But we're going to keep trying. Sooner or later, it's going to give. I'm surprised it hasn't yet. This is kind of actually horrible. All right. Then this will take us to the logging company, which is likely going to have a whole bunch of zombies in it. Oh, this is the actual logging company stuff. So actually, they won't be here. They'll be at the warehouses for. But I still want to remove these zombies from the area. And maybe catch dinner here on top of the rabbit. Oh, it got away. Make sure nobody had anything that I want to take off them. Now we got all these zombies that want to come see me. Tell you what, there's a lot of them slipping through from the other side. Ooh, that Ritalin is a good find. Anything in here worth keeping? No. And so, unfortunately, this wasn't even where I was planning to go. I didn't even end up in the location I was wanting to go to. I think the one I want to go to is up here. Yeah. That's what it was. This is what I was looking for. Yeah, there's a few zombies here. And then, not to mention the ones that are inside. Let's see if we can start chipping away at some of their numbers. Because I'm going to guess there's going to be all kinds of, you would think there would be axes and stuff here. At a logging company? Come on, it has to be. Yeah, I got 2 axes now, but one's in good shape and the other one's kind of dull. And I was really waiting on leveling up that maintenance before I got into messing with it. And I can only imagine how many are on the inside. There. Get them all fired up. Just drive around and pick them off. Ooh. Like I said, this is the easiest way to get rid of the zombies. Or at least take away a lot of their numbers. And I'm not even 100% sure this is the building I'm looking for. I think this building right here was the one I was thinking about. That or they changed it. It might be on the other side of it, actually. Got a really cool hat. Oh yeah, it's over here. Got a whole bunch of corpses to check now. While I keep an eye out. Because Because initially I wasn't really coming to visit this place. Not quite yet. But the last, like I said, on another playthrough when I was here, this place was just overloaded. It was probably about 300 strong, 400 strong at least. So I don't know if maybe they're just hiding inside the building, or maybe they didn't spawn here this time as heavy. There was a lot that time. I was sitting here thinking I didn't have no food on me. Alright, it's starting to get dark, so I guess it's time to make our way back. I checked a lot of the corpses on this area right here where I got them. And of course, they're going to keep funneling in. This area is not secure to stay at. I wouldn't trust it. There's still too much activity. And let's just cut across the grass here. Street lights just came on. Time to go home. But see, that's a lot of zombies though, not really far from my base, so going and starting to work some of their numbers down is in my favor. But I did get a jack though. That was a bonus. I've been looking for that. And I do have a tire iron and a lug wrench in there. I don't need both, but hey, what are you going to do? It is what it is. And I put the steak knife back there. I didn't want to do that. Yeah, when I play, my backpack is generally just filled to the brim with stuff that I probably shouldn't even really be carrying with me everywhere. I definitely want to keep that Ritalin on me. That is excellent stuff there. And let's go ahead and butcher this. Okay, so let's grab our bones. hurry up and work our way through some more this electrical skill. I don't know. All right, lately it's a skill right now that I've been grinding, which I don't really have a purpose for grinding it. It's just more of so that the alarms don't sit there and go off and drive me crazy. Alright, so we got the rabbits done. Okay, it's already late. And since I had such a late start on the day, I can disassemble these too. That was the whole point of setting them here. And let's just head up to my room. Alright, and let's see here. Do I need to do anything else? Nope, nope, nope. Maybe take one of these cigarettes and smoke them. Just to try to make sure I don't wake up in the middle of the night having some kind of night terror or something. And let's eat a little bit of this food. Alright, sleep. Get a good rest in. Alright, so we woke up right at 5. That's kind of early. And it is a bit chilly. Okay, so that was just a little peek at the logging company. There's probably some good stuff inside there that we probably should go back and really try to further clear it out and get, and we will in some point in the future. But a lot of the stuff that's there, I think, is going to be more of like hardware stuff and axes and stuff like that. Screws and nails. I think I want to head down this way, and I know that I dragged that big horde down here before. And since I've got a zombie basher right now that I'm driving, I might as well try to take care of some of them, thin out some more of their numbers. Since all we're really doing is kind of waiting for it to get brighter out. Well, I'm glad I left the doors locked. Otherwise, I would have just gotten to the back seat. That would have been bad. I probably would have still been okay, but that can lead to some really bad things if you jump in the wrong seat. Alright. They don't have nothing. And then that was that tattoo place that I was in just a little bit ago. And like I said, I believe there is a warehouse storage place over here. Yeah, right there. Of course, you can see there's a lot of activity down here. And I don't really want nothing to do with them right now. I probably should have drove the other way, actually, so that they would have got drug away from here. Green's Hardware, and there's a big old group of zombies here. Yeah, see, there's a lot of zombies still hiding out here. And here's the police station. I guess let's start getting this killing field started. This is going to go on for a while, I think. Because by the time all those that I just drug up here, we got that big old group coming this way. Let's get the fast ones down. But I do believe we will get some more, as long as I kill everybody, we win this fight, I'll get some more badges for my collection. But we got to win the fight first. Take a big old stab into him right there. Yeah, it's mainly just keep knocking their numbers down. And try to protect the front of your car. And try to keep them away from your driver's door. And if you're only taking them out 1, 2, 3 at a time, so be it. There's nothing wrong with that as long as their numbers are shrinking. Okay, and that is what I was talking about. That you got to be careful. And so now I got an issue on my hands. this is why I just did that cocaine right before I jumped right into this battle, because this is going to be quite a war. I don't want to be getting exhausted during it, so I'm pretty much going to be, as soon as it wears off, doing some more and doing some more, and until I fight my way through it and get back to my car, which they're going to be probably all over. Oh yeah. I would define that as all over for sure. Whoa, the mohawk on that guy. Oh, that scared me. Thought one snuck up behind me. Though I would like to get back into my car. Get it unstuck. Whoa, I didn't do that little walk forward there. That wasn't me. Boy, I'm gonna have some muscle strain. Could have swore I seen a backpack. There. Another car key. Weed brownie, we'll eat that. Then we're going to snort this cocaine. to help turn around the bad effects. Because I probably shouldn't eat that weed brownie. Because now I can't run away. And I have 0 strength. Really not good. Maybe. Have a key? Come on. No key. But it starts, it runs, and got the best motor in it. That looks like another survival guy. Gonna take everybody out with the church van. Well, it's not a church van. It's actually a work van, but... Yeah, see, this thing's not a good vehicle for this because it just can't get the speed up to really take out a lot of them, but right now it was my lifesaver in the situation I was in. And I don't even think I can get this thing out. Oh, maybe I can. There we go. Maybe I didn't get it before. But now I got my energy back. If I had to fight him. I could. For now. But I probably got a whole lot of muscle strain coming my way right now that has not hit yet. Not to mention, there's an aggressively larger number that keeps coming. Yeah, there's all kinds of, those are, I think, both police officers. I know this one down here for sure is, that one might be. But I do want to draw in all of them that I can. And draw the ones out of the police station to make it safer. Kind of curious to see what his bag is there. It might be one of them hydration packs. I don't want it if it is, but no, it's just a small backpack. But what is in it? Nothing. Bunkus. I don't really want to start picking up stuff yet because I don't want to get heavy. Oh, I know most of the zombies are gone. But I guess maybe I'll make an effort at it right now. A little bit of one. Because there's going to be a whole mess of watches and miscellaneous odds and ends throughout here. Oh, there's some Oxycontin. That'll be great for the pain here. That I'm probably going to experience here very soon. There's a badge. And my cocaine wore off. One bullet. Lighter. Okay, I just found another edible, but I'm not going to eat it this time. Didn't really help us much the last time I ate it. Not in the situation I'm in. With a lot of hostiles. about. There's LSD. Something tells me that wouldn't be advisable during a zombie apocalypse. Because you know what? Are you tripping or are you really seeing zombies? I'm surprised I only found one badge so far. Oh yeah, come over here after I pick up the heavy rifle. Probably stuff I could use on in there later on, but as for right this very moment. I think I looked at these. I don't know. See, that's why I stripped the clothes off them, because then I know for a fact. Maybe I didn't. Because there was just a big old pile of watches. But I know for a fact if I stripped... if the... and there was a wider hydration pack. Maybe I did see one. That's why I thought of it earlier. But if I do that, then I know for a fact that, like, I hit that pile. I don't have to guess. Like, did I go over there? Didn't I? Because I end up forgetting. And I found it's just one of the easiest ways to basically mark it and be like, yeah, I was there. But we did visit the logging company. We didn't get in there, but we visited it. And we did get down to the police station. We haven't got in yet, but we are definitely down here. I think we took care of most of the threat. go to the back seat here and unload some stuff. Wonder if this has any water in it. Yes, it does. Another police officer down. But no badges. And I wonder if that radio has the emergency broadcast station on it. I need to check that. Once there's not a threat of zombies coming at me. Unknown. Range. Nope, it doesn't look like it does. Oh, there's a badge. I guess it would probably be nice to find like a key. That could probably service me pretty well. Keep it down. As you can see, we get found all kinds of goodies. And our drug addiction goes onward. It's not giving me the option to look at it. Well, since I didn't find a police key, I guess I got to use my key. Okay, I found a couple more crowbars, so it looks like I'm indefinitely got crowbars to last until the end of time to fight zombies with. Just an interrogation room. Okay, so there's got to be an armory, I would think, somewhere. I think it's right here. Right there, that door right there, so let's make my way back around. I think that's it right here. But I want to check down here real quick so I don't got no surprise visitors. Maybe that's an evidence locker? Never know, we might find some interesting goodies in here, if this is evidence. It might just be storage. Let's see, what do we all got? Got weapons, zip ties, duffel bag full of all kinds of goodies. And I'm gonna jam more in it. A suspicious package. Got all kinds of baseball bats. And my drugs wore off. Okay, there's guns and stuff down here. And my character told me he's liking the cocaine a little too much. Okay, I got too much stuff on me. Uh-oh, I left the headlights on. Alright, so I pretty much have taken the police station. There might be a few stragglers left. We ain't quite totally got it all, but we have taken a large chunk of them out. Just trying not to hit the street light. But we got to drive through the logging company, got to kind of take a peek at what's going on out there. And we started the battle for the police station. I didn't mean to hit that. Alright, so now we're back here again, and I think we're back with the same issue we had before, where I hid stuff for myself. Guns and ammo and stuff. I don't even remember where I put it, but for right now, I'm just going to drop it all out here on the floor. Put my bats up here with the rest of my weapons. Oh, and my extra crowbars. I got like 4 crowbars now. And I have a new badge to add to the table, I guess. This was the other one. And I think I got some more in the car too. I know I do. And there ain't no more. So that's all the stuff that's in there, so take all of that. So like I said, we didn't get into the armor yet, but obviously we've seen there's a whole bunch more guns and stuff. We're just not to it yet. But even once I do have them, I'm not going to be using them, so... Not right now, anyway. If I ever get into using them, it's going to be down the road. Again, back to grinding this electrical skill that I'm not really going to be using for anything. But just to not have all these watches around. Alright, then let's do this. And we just popped off another level. And so I believe I have the Electrical 2 book somewhere. Just look at everything. Did I skip it? I had to have. Electrical 2 right there. Okay, so nightsticks can go there. And we got 2 more badges to place on the table. Okay, I am definitely exhausted. Let's see, what does the LSD do? Increases thirst, reduces fatigue, increases endurance, reduces boredom and unhappiness. The oxycodone reduces muscle strain and pain, adds to fatigue, reduces endurance, boredom, and happiness and discomfort. So I'm going to go ahead and take one of them. Because we did do a whole lot of crushing skulls there. And I don't know if we're going to feel pain from that or not. Normally we would, because that was an excessive amount that we attacked. the suture needle, so I'll just put the regular needle there. Not that I have any thread. Okay, so you know what? I'm thinking I'm gonna head up to the bed here in the game. And I think we're going to call it into the video. We got to play for a few hours. We've made some advancements. We went and took control of the police station. So yeah, I think that's what we're going to do there. So we're going to go ahead and take a nap. Again, I want to thank everybody. If you made it to the end, make sure you hit like and subscribe, catch my newest videos. I appreciate all the support. I would really like to do this full time, and I got a long way to go before I could ever get to there. Need a lot of subscribers, a lot of likes, and you know I can start getting more in depth and doing more editing and stuff. Right now, I just don't want to do the editing. I love this game, and I know a lot of people cut out a lot of some of the boringer parts when they do stuff, but you know I'm just trying to show the game in its entirety. Plus with the drug mods that are on there that I have on. I'm only using a few mods. The drug mods, the proximity mods, and then some sports cars. I don't really have too much, you know, and then there's some stuff that goes along with those, but I don't know what's all in there. But that is where we're at right now. So thanks again, everybody. I hope you're doing well, and I will catch you again on the next one.